What's up, guys? If there's one thing I hate more than politics, superhero movies, and Star Wars, it's movie remakes with characters of different gender and or race. The biggest culprit of this is that all-female Ghostbusters remake. If you wanted to make women feel more included, you write them their own fucking movie. You don't see us remaking Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants with a bunch of Mexicans and an oversized pair of dickies. Like, can you imagine if they had a guy play Wonder Woman, or like Caitlyn Jenner, or God forbid they had a white person play Black Panther? There'd be a fucking race war if that happened.
Race war!
Those aren't the only ones though. Men in Black International was a big ol' shit on Will Smith's and Tommy Lee Jones's face. I'd even say a little bit got on Josh Brolin for his role in Men in Black 3.
We'll take it from here.
But the reason I bring this up is because it has been reported, that doesn't mean it's true, but a lot of people are saying that Michael B. Jordan, the man who has to use his middle initial for obvious reasons, was cast? They got him to play the new Scarface in the reboot that's coming out supposedly. Now, if this is true and actually does happen, black people can never get mad about being the first person to die in a horror movie, as if being the last survivor in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre would make us go, you know, we were wrong about them. Not to mention they basically told Chris Evans to fuck off and replaced him with Michael B. Jordan as the Human Torch, as if he wasn't gonna play some other superhero, forcing them to have to replace the Human Torch yet again. I can't wait for the next one to be a bisexual Asian lesbian in a wheelchair. That way nobody can say they're left out. Except for the straight people. I mean, I can't blame them. All these other actors who aren't black who could have played a Cuban guy just weren't black enough, if you ask me. I mean, haven't you seen the original Scarface? If I was blind, I would have thought I was watching Black Dynamite. And yeah, I know there are tons of times where a white guy has played someone outside their race, but it's different when you're playing someone else's race and being a fictional character in a remake that doesn't even resemble the original. And when I say that, I mean like Ben Kingsley playing Gandhi is not the same as Lucy Liu playing Dr. Watson in the Sherlock Holmes TV show.
I am psychologically disturbed.
And you could argue that having a black guy play Scarface is good for Hollywood, since they've been known to whitewash their movies, which I thought meant literally deliberately having a white guy play another race. But then you start reading these Wikipedia examples and you're like, wow, these are just retarded as shit. Like Liam Neeson playing Ra's al Ghul, even though he's a Middle Eastern or East Asian character in the comics. And it's like, well, your choices are Liam Neeson, who we know can act, or some random East Asian fuck who fits the part perfectly ethnicity-wise. I wonder which one they're gonna choose to represent them in a movie that's costing them millions of dollars to make. Like, forcing women and people of other races into movie roles just to make people happy is no better than Hollywood making special versions of their movie for China. Like, imagine every country wanted our movies to have a main character be played by someone of their race. It's like, how about you get your own 100 million and make your own fucking Avengers? If China wants to be in our movie so bad, they can go hire Liu Kim to play Tony Stark and see how that works out for them. On the other hand, India seems to be doing fine in that department. You never hear them complain about why our movies never star Indian people, aside from the obvious reasons. Aziz Ansari and that guy who came out in Stuber seem to be doing pretty good. But there is no way Michael B. Jordan beat out the other actors they had lined up for Scarface. The only way I could see that happening is if they only asked Michael B. Jordan. Like, we get it. Black people and women need to be more included in the movie industry. That doesn't mean adding them into every remake like you're trying to prove to your friend you're not some sexist, homophobic racist. If anything, you're being too obvious about it. Like, maybe the black kid being Spider-Man was okay, but that got canceled out when they made Dr. Dolittle white again, and they're like, fuck. Now we gotta make up for that switch. Like, we know what you're doing. If you're doing it just to please people, it means nothing. It's like giving people a ride. If you're doing it just for the gas money, I'll just take an Uber, you fucking weirdo. But in the end, it doesn't matter what I think. And hey, this might not even be true, and they actually logically thought about this and got someone who's not Michael B. Jordan to play a Cuban drug dealer and not an African warlord. But that's it, guys. If Michael B. Jordan is Scarface, then I'm gonna audition for a little role known as Ben Gates in the new National Treasure remake that's probably not gonna come up. And if they deny me the role, I have about 43 million Mexicans who will back me up. And maybe some black people too if they don't hate me for what I just said. Until next time, peace. They said take this before you work out. This is a workout for me.
On Christmas, I'm building with wise men. Round a burning bush. On eBay pushing. How much can I get for Reggie Bush's Heisman?